So, Frédéric, hello and welcome, or rather,
Welcome, Dimitri.
because we are here at the Jøtul premises in Italy. Of course, Jøtul, coming from Norway, being a multinational company that is actually the longest running producer of wood stoves, boasting a 165-year-long history. How does such tradition meet the advanced technologies of these days?
So first, we are very proud of this history. For us, it's really a big advantage at the end, because we have among our teams a huge experience on that. So working on wood stove since this long period, we have increased our competency managing well the burning of the wood, and we have achieved a good result, having Jøtul as a world leader in clean bus combustion for wood. So it is really a big advantage for us.
So yeah, there is a much experience gathered during those years that is left with the company.
Yeah. For sure. It's also the opportunity in Jøtul to increase our process, to use all this experience in R&D process, but also having the experience of the customer, of the different market around the world. It's a really today the experience we have are really valuable for our customer and our product.
Another interesting point for Jøtul is what is public information. I did find this on your website. It says that all of your products are handmade using only the best available materials. What exactly does that mean concerning the materials, and how do you manage to compete with handmade products?
So you're right. The main product that you are using to build our stove is cast iron, steel, and woods. So it's really durable product. Main part of the wood product are built in cast iron, which is a very durable product, very strong part. All the parts, as it's made in the foundry in Norway, are very unique part, in fact. And to be able to build the stove at the end, we need to adjust in our factory all the parts together. So that's why we can say that it is really handmade product. And on the durability, for sure, cast iron is a very durable part. That's why we offer also an extended guarantee of 25 years on our products. So that means products are running for a long time.
Long lasting, yeah. To that point, the next question goes well with that point. How important is for Jøtul to be sustainable and to use even maybe recyclable materials?
So it's part of the DNA of Jøtul Group, let's say. It's become more and more accurate, for sure, at this time. But this is topic that all the team are working on, and it is on the concrete day work that everybody is thinking about less impact, even on the R&D process or on operational process as delivery or this kind of example.
So sustainability is being tackled from a day-to-day basis.
Exactly.
Okay. So going deeper to that point, as pellet project manager at Jøtul, how do you think that pellets as renewable heating sources are addressing the sustainability issue?
So it's a very interesting question. I think that pellet as combustion sources is renewable sources, because it's become from wood industry waste. So this part is really part of the sustainability journey as first. And after, as there is some electronic inside the pellet stove, we are able to first adjust the combustion, so to have a very clean combustion. And the second is, as we regulate also the combustion in terms of heating sources, for sure, we don't use more than necessary pellets to be able to have the desired temperature for the end user. So we always use and consume the minimum quantity of pellet needed.
Taking the most from the fuel as it comes.
Exactly.
Those same pellets, is there any chance or any risk factor from the point of view of the shortage of the supply chain in the future, maybe?
So for sure, seeing that the market is really booming with the actual condition of price increase on all the energy source on fuel and gas, the pressure on the pellet industry is growing. But in the meantime, this is an industry which is really building its capacity since several years. So on short term, let's say that we could have perhaps some temporary shortage, but as industry is really investing on production, I'm quite sure that on medium term and long term, the capacity will be enough.
And of course, Jøtul comes from Norway, and as the other Scandinavian countries, they have been successfully ranked as the most sustainable countries for years, thanks to the leadership in governance, innovation, human capital, and environmental indicators. How does all of those? How does Jøtul implement all of those values inside the company?
So first, as value in the company, it's part also of the DNA, as you mentioned, from Scandinavian group, coming from Norway. It's clearly part of the DNA. So it's really goes through the team all around the world. In each country, there is some reflection and work groups where practically we are thinking on how to transform it in action.
Yeah, that's the interesting part, because Jøtul is also present in America, France, Poland, Italy. So it's a multinational, but it does take the values from Scandinavia and spreads it outwards. Yeah.
So, for example, in Europe, designing product as eco-design, it's part of the first part of the journey. But also, we are for sure having some action now. But we are also implementing some action plan where we have on short term and also medium term thinking about having an impact on deliveries using electric trucks as much as possible, or using less paper, or having less impact on this topic. And this is really depending country, each for sure. There is a very nice input and good input coming from the top, from the headquarters, but all the teams are really engaged on practical basis, on R&D, on marketing, sales team are really engaged to improve and to work and to build action plan on that.
And of course, you're also in that journey, you're looking for like-minded partners that have also a clear goal for a sustainable future.
For sure. It's also a clear topic because having this work to do and this goal in the strategy is really also to be able to engage all the suppliers, so all the full value chain.
All the factors in the chain.
Yeah. Yes, all the factors in the chain in this subject, and we are really working hard with our supplier to be able to be aligned on this target.
Now a little broader view of the whole industry. Have you maybe detected some important trend that needs to be followed at this time? Maybe a sort of game changer feature?
So game changer, it will be for sure cost of energy. That this is a topic where that was perhaps at the background since years, but now it's coming at the first place. So it will be a driver. For sure, so let's say that heating energy with low cost fuel will be one of the levers, and on the other one of the other game changer, it will be also linked to reduce need of heating. So it will be also on the other part of the business where to be able to reduce and manage the need of heat.
And to complicate the equation even further, we are now introducing being connected and digitalized. How do you see this space? Is it a space that is wide enough to spread in, to innovate?
It will be for me an important lever on that because having introduced electronic in the pellet stove for sure, as I already told, it permits to, let's say, optimize the combustion and use at the maximum efficiency the power heating of the pellets. Mm-hmm. But having IoT engage on the pellet stove, it's also permit to improve the need of heat. Also having the stove heating at the right moment when the end customer is in the house, mm-hmm. when the need is really here at the right moment to pilot perhaps also the heat, as we can heat several rooms with a pellet stove. It's also permit to manage, let's say, the right repartition of the heat on in the house. So it's part of the example, but
just one of the possibilities
yes.
that a digitalized world can offer us.
Yes, and after, for sure, it will also help to deliver and support also dealers and users on this topic.
Interconnectivity, exactly.
Yeah.